Today I'm sorting, and the area I'm working on right now is my ephemera. These are some newer items that I'm just going through, and I thought I'd share them with you. The first thing here are these adorable Kate Greenway. They're basically bookmarks. They were advertising a bookseller. You can see his information at the bottom, but he would have ordered these from a catalog with the images on it. The idea was for the image to be so adorable and so attractive that you would hang on to the item. So an ephemera is items which are not meant to last, and most advertising and paper goods fall in that category. But there are some wonderful things to collect in that. In this particular area, what you see are, first of all, a flirtation card, and it has a verse on it asking if someone is interested. There's ones that say yes or no on them. I can do a whole video on that type of card. We've got examples of calling cards. So these are marketing pieces to show folks what they can order. And if you can see right here, you can get 12 of them for 20 cents. These are die cut with the floral. This one has had an application done on it, so the name hides underneath that. And this is also another example of that. And that's an actual calling card that is that. And what's so interesting on that, if you look again, this is Lamont Gould. This is a gentleman's card. And isn't that pretty? Of course, that was an interesting jump. Sorry about that. And it's so that the lady he gives it to will hold on to it. And then I just love this for the shoe lover. You've got a card that is in the shape of a shoe. And that's some examples of those. I've got a Christmas card here, and how pretty is this? Some other images. I love the poppies. And this is a New Year's greeting. This is going to be pre-World War I, because the poppy here is, it's safe harbor, it's sweet repose, it's restful sleep. And the meaning of the red poppy changes after World War I. So after In Flanders Fields is written and talking about the poppies in Flanders Fields, the red poppy becomes the symbol of those who have fallen in battle. Pre-World War I, it was considered to be restful or peaceful sleep. So this would be a pre-World War I New Year's greeting. And New Year's greetings are something that was much more common at that time frame. I wish we'd go back to it. There's wonderful New Year's cards. It's just not a tradition that's continued. Then I've got some Valentines, of course, and these I've already priced. And as you can see, I'm quite reasonable with my pricing on these wonderful pieces. There's some others up here. And some of them are a little bit newer. They a lot of times would embellish an already existing card, and this is a good example of that. They started off with a card, and then they had the different pieces of die cut that they could go ahead and add to it. And when you talk about doing that, I'm just going to go right over here, and you can see a whole container of little die cut pieces, and this is what they would use to embellish a scrapbook or a card or a gift of some type, maybe even a box. These are all die cut. They normally were from Germany up until World War I, and then they were other places. This is an actual fashion plate from the Regency era. So this is right around 18. Regency would be 1800s. End of the 1700s, beginning of the 1800s. And this is probably right around 1810, 1815, based on the style. Then I've got some great things that I've just gotten in, and I'm always looking for floral, really accurate floral pieces, and that's because I do my Language of the Flowers presentation. I like to have authentic, antique, Victorian, or Edwardian examples of the floral motifs that were used. These are passion flowers, and there's some other in that packet. I just haven't opened it up yet. I'll do that another time. I also have some of these really fun Valentines, and both of these that are here have the crepe paper that rolls out and then hooks. They're very delicate. It's difficult to find them in really good condition, but this would, when it stands, it would go all the way around and be the base of the card. The card would stand upright. And then this one in the back is another example of that. Let's see if I can gently get a hold of it. There we go. Whoop, maybe. Guess I really ought to put these in a light box for you to see, but I just wanted to walk through while I was working on it. Really cool piece, in really, really good condition. The crepe paper has faded just a tiny bit. It would have been much more pink when it was originally made. These fun little angels in here, but a really nice survivor in really, really good shape. I was talking about getting things that have recently come in, and here's an example of one of my sub-collections. Is I have ephemera with cats or other animals on it. So here's some of my newest with kitties or bunnies. This is bunnies on this one. And this is for thread. That's from J.P. Coates. And once again, the idea is to give you something to hang on to. So your children would want to hold on to this so that you had it in the corner and you go, oh, that's right, I need to buy my thread from them. And this is selling a piano. And we've got this fabulous little image with the girls and their puppy, who doesn't look really happy to be in this picture, but that's that. And then this one has a monkey in it, a couple monkeys. This will go out for sale. This is not one of the images that I'm going to keep in my collection, but this will go out for sale. And you can't even really read the company on the back anymore, but that would have been end of the 1800s, beginning of the 1900s. And that's an example of how things come in for my collection and for sale. Got a few other pieces up here of fun Valentines with the two children. And if I'm not mistaken, his eyes move, if I remember correctly. So I need to unpack that and check it. And then I had some folks give me some really cute things. We have these ladies here, and then a friend of mine did these wonderful bookmarks. And they're a nod to Jane Austen. I do my Jane Austen Tea and Fare, so these are all quotes from Jane Austen. It is Jane Austen, the 250th anniversary of Jane Austen's birth. So not only did I have my Jane Austen Tea and Fare this year, our holiday All Eras tea will have a little bit more of a Regency feel to it. And then on the 16th of December, which is Jane's birthday, we actually will do a salon here at the Legion Hall and talk about Jane, do some readings. We're going to talk hopefully with Maria Grace and about her novels. She does both Jane Austen variations, and she has her Jane Austen's Dragons. And I will be posting an interview with her on that topic sometime soon. If it's something in Regency that you're interested in hearing about, please let me know in the comments. And if you can remember to like, subscribe, and hit those notifications, I will be posting much more fabulous things. Thanks so much and have a great day.